Good evening, folks. It is approximately 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on April 17th, 2023. Hope our creators keeping you well and safe wherever you are in the world. Please make sure to hit that like button and share this across their platforms so people can know what is going on our star and the effects it can have here on our planet. Folks, I know it's been a while since you've seen me. However, I did tell you if something was going on that we need to pay attention to, I will let you know. I've been really busy working in this 3D world, working 6 and 7 days a week. I've been really busy and it's been kicking my butt. But that does not mean I'm not paying attention. I'm always paying attention. And this is of note. We have got some very strange activity going on the sun. We have coronal mass ejections that are headed our way, but they are not normal at all. These are not something that we see. This is very rare. I've not seen this kind of stuff before like this. Typically, when you have a coronal mass ejection, you would have like a ribbon. Okay, and for example, like let's see, like this right here is a ribbon. This ribbon will just kind of flood, it'll just kind of let loose because you know it's built up enough plasma and it'll just release that ribbon of plasma. Or you'll have a flare that pushes it out, right? So there's always a flare that accompanies it, or it'll just be a ribbon release. This is different. So let me start off over here at 211 angstroms of light. We're over here on ISWA, iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov, and let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, we missed this one. I'll catch it over here on this one. But this right here opens right up. This was all closed and solid, and it just goes bleh, and it just opens up. A hole in the sun, and there is no flare. But we're going to proceed, and I want you guys to pay attention. We're going to start. See, here's our first one right here. Following this one, there's this one right here, and it's just a ribbon that just releases. I'm going to zoom in on it, put my cursor right here in this area. Pay attention just north of that. Watch out. See that ribbon? It just releases, and there's no flare. But you can see it's getting forced or pushed out. And on the 304, it actually whips up, and it looks like it's coming directly at us. So there's one, okay? There's one eruption. Now pay attention. You're going to see quite a few. Boom, there's two. Look at this. This whole region just goes ape shit. Taki mushrooms. So you see that movement? That is a surface move. And if you watch, you actually see a slight solar tsunami. See how it kind of goes out and goes this way? Look at that. You see how the whole area? So there's no flare. I mean, you've got this big canyon of fire here, but there's no flare associated with it. It just opens up holes in the sun, sending it, again, our direction. Let me shrink this down just a little bit. Now, I'm going to keep going for it. Now, keep paying attention. We ain't done yet. I kind of watched the first one. I was like, yeah, maybe. And then the second one, I'm like, okay, now this could start affecting us as early as tomorrow. I'm trying to get... Okay, now we have an eruption here, and you can see this huge plasma ribbon over here going off. See that ribbon of plasma? How it's kind of shooting out? So there was something going off on the back side of the sun. Just after that, another one down here on the bottom. See this movement? Whoosh. So something goes off down there on the bottom. And it affects over here. See, here's another one right here. It just opens up. There is no flare. Look at that. Boom. So is that 1, 2, 3? That's number 4. I'll show you on the other one. And then we have another one down here. Look at that. Whoosh. That just opens right up. Like, what in the crap is going on? You even had some movement down here on that. Look at that. Movement down there on the sun. There's no flares, folks. There's no ribbons of plasma. Something on the inside of the sun is just pushing with solar winds. Just boof. Just burping. Like it ate something it didn't like. Now, we're going to come over here. We're going to check this out. This is a layered ordeal. You've got 211, 193, and 171 angstroms of light, and they're layered on top of each other, so you can get a little bit better view of all the angstroms together. Now, this is the first one up here. You guys, I want you to watch this. See this ribbon right up here? This ribbon comes loose, and this is where it just kind of opens up and just pukes. See that big ribbon? And it just blah. So we missed that one on the other one. So that was the first. That was the very first one. And then the second one is down here. Watch this. Whoop. See that? There goes the second one. So I don't know what's going on. And then there was a second one, or third one. And then the fourth one, right there. There's the fourth one. And then the fifth one, right here. You guys notice that? So 5, and then the sixth one was down here. So 5 and 6, they almost happened at the exact same time. Wow, that is at the exact same time, the same moment. That is wild. And actually, look over here. This one's going off too. Something weird's going on with our sun, folks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of perplexed. So I came over here to check out. Oh gosh darn it! Second thought, forget it. It's not that important. So here we're over here at swpc.noaa.gov, and we're looking at their Enlil model. Yes, I know Enlil as in the Anunnaki god, wannabe god, as in little g. Now this is what I mean by really weird CME'S. Watch this. So right here's the sun, and this right here is the earth, and you got stereo behind and stereo head. Watch this. Do you see that? Where's the plasma associated with this? This is just like a burp of wind. And then you've got a second layer right here. See this? There's a second layer. And then you've got the third layer catching up to it, which is, part of the coronal mass ejection. But look at how it goes here. Now this is, looking from the top down, and this is looking at us from the side. So it's like really weird shaped coming at us. So we're going to get impacted one, and then this doesn't go any further. But yeah, it's really odd. I've never seen something like this. So I don't know what that means. So just to kind of drive it home a little bit better, because this one, and then of course NASA's version, updates so often that you don't see all of these, but the European Space Agency does. And I will say thank goodness for that. I am a very big fan of the European Space Agency. So we're going to start off with the first one. You see it up here on the top right. Again, Sun, Earth. Okay, this is looking from the top. This is looking from the side. So as you're watching, look at all of these that are happening all over, and they're just kind of like bombarding and like catching up with each other. Now look at that. We've got this first big one here, and then you got this big space of gap of something. Like, what is that that's happening? And it looks like, according to the European Space Agency, we're going to be getting impacted on the 21st, approximately 2 a.m. UTC time. And that, well, actually about 6 a.m. UTC time. So that'll be midnight Central Standard Time. So that's going to be hitting on, England and east of England a little bit. So Russia, India, y'all are on deck. Watch out. And then it comes back down drastically. But either way, this is a really weird event, folks. I don't really know what to think about it. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, brace yourselves. Aluminum tinfoil hats, everybody. Next thing, look at the Russian Schumann model. It has been blasting off with a power of 82 today. Now, I found this to be quite funny. I actually kind of like disclosure news. So I'm going to read this really quick. Since few days we have been forced to implement the new EU-UK rules on data management, Google forces us to request consent. Otherwise, the advertising account will be suspended. Since we made these changes, the revenues from the ads have decreased drastically, and this will soon endanger the survival of DNI, which is disclosure news. The commitment required to keep DNI running is considerable, and it is continuous every day, and without an appropriate economic return, it becomes extremely difficult to continue. What we suggest is to consent everything Google asks for. It is useless to be under any illusions. Anyone who has a smartphone has already given consent, and Google is already doing its thing with everyone's data. This is a move by the Matrix to silence us by making users believe that their privacy will be respected. A total illusion that only normies believe. I absolutely love that. That's brilliant. And if that's not weird enough, right here we're at the University of Alaska Skycam. Okay, check this out, folks. Now, they're over here saying that it's SpaceX spiral. How many people here are normies and will actually believe that? Yeah, look at that. What in the fragnog was that? Let's back that bad boy up and take another look at it. Whoa. Look at that's not SpaceX, man. That's crazy. Now, of course, we're also looking at the aura, which is absolutely beautiful and stunning. But, folks, you got to open your eyes There is stuff going on in space. Oh, what was that just flew over? Did you guys happen to see that UFO go zoom? Just went from the bottom to the top. Just whoop, just went right by. Folks, we need to start watching. Pay attention to what's happening. Oh, there went another one. So remember, folks, keep your eyes open. No fear, and remember that love is the only way forward. So we'll follow.